Well, good morning, students. In continuation with our topic, and that was steps in evaluation of training and development. This was the topic lastly we were doing, and we have done up till following are the steps in evaluation of training and objectives of training, then determination of criteria of evaluation. पिछले वीडियो में हमने यहाँ तक कर लिया था. Now just getting ahead of that, third is your collection of data. Now our topic is steps in evaluation of training. So in evaluation of training, as we have seen that the objectives are of prime importance. Unless we determine the objectives, we cannot have a proper training, because if our objectives are misplaced, then the end result will also be misplaced. So naturally, beginning with this objectives of training, then determining criteria evaluation, because unless we determine the criteria evaluation, what are the criteria of evaluation, we cannot have a good training program, because unless a training program is well evaluated, it will not give the kind of result we are looking forward, right? Now, there is a method of collection of data for the same. In order to evaluate a training program, we need to collect the data, and that data considering the objectives and evaluation criteria of training in the previous 2 points that we have done, the training evaluation can collect necessary data for it. Now, what are the necessary data? These data may relate to production record, time saved, economy in cost, etc. Now, these are certain parameters. These are certain indicative parameters through which we can say that yes, for example, the production record says that after the training program, for the shop floor level people, those who are, let's say, working in a factory, there has been an increment in the level of productivity and production for our organization. So naturally, that data may be collected, that data may be analyzed in order to predict the effectiveness of the training. So evaluation criteria could be based on if it is a production-based industry, it can be based on the production records. Similarly, time saved. Now, time is a very crucial aspect, as we know, in all our business operations. So naturally, whatever time we are saving, that is also indicative of the efficiency of the workers, because if you are saving the time, it means your workers are more efficient. So given the training, if they are more efficient, that is also a criteria of evaluation. That making them, it means we can correlate the training with their criteria of evaluation. And what is the criteria of evaluation? They've been more efficient, and hence being more efficient will translate itself into save time, right? Then economy in cost, controlling the cost is one of the crucial aspects of our business operations, right? And now economy in cost, if they are well-trained people, they know how to do their job, so naturally they will be able to manage, let's say in a production setting, they will be able to manage the cost of production by, let's say, there will be less of wastage, efficient use of machines, efficient scheduling of productions. So these are certain effective, you can say, criteria of evaluation through data collection, which we can collect this data, analyze it in order to reflect the efficacy of the training that has been imparted, right? Then for measuring immediate objectives, information may be collected in various aspects through observation of the employee's behavior. Obviously, that is the most, you can say, easiest method to do so. You observe the behavior of the employees. However, it is not applicable to every kind of employees, but let's say in a lower management or middle management cadre of people, this is obvious. I mean, the training will be reflected through their behavior pattern in their work setting. Then conducting interviews, this is another thing by which a person can be directly correlated, and this can be evaluating criteria. By interviewing them, we will get to know the required information, the necessary information on what to base our evaluation criteria, because the worker knows the best scenario, because he is practically executing the work. So if there are certain difficulties, they needs to be weeded out by imparting them proper training, and this feedback can be taken from these people by interviewing them, administering psychological tests. There can be certain nature of job where these things are reflected in the psychological makeup mind of the employee, right? So if they are giving the effective training, obviously psychological tests can be one of the criteria, and for which collection of data can be made. if they are passing in that psychological test, it means they are more effective in their job. It is reflective because these are all scientifically designed tests, whereas they are reflective of the functioning of the mind and how to undertake a particular job. All these things can be, for all these things, data can be collected. And through that, we can base our evaluating criteria. Some of the methods of data collection. Some of the methods of the data collection are as follows. Number one, asking the trainees to fill up evaluation form. These are structured evaluation form which takes definite feedbacks based on different criteria of evaluation. Then using questionnaire to know the reaction of the trainee, that the after effect of the trainees training program, how they are reacting, how well they are able to manage their job, how well they are performing in their job, how well they are coordinating with others to execute a particular job. These are certain aspects which can be uptaken in the questionnaire, and by analyzing those questionnaire later on, we can set the definite evaluation criteria. Right. Then arranging structured interviews with the training, one-to-one mapping. These kind of structured interviews, they have definite questions to be asked to each one of the participant as a trainee, and whatever feedback they are giving in these interviews, because these are structured ones. So we know that if somebody is saying yes or no to a particular answer, so what is it is reflective of. So this is also one of the ways to collect data in order to set the evaluation criteria for the training. Mind you, all these topics that we are dealing in this particular topic are relating to setting the evaluation criteria, evaluation of training, and through this we are setting the evaluation criteria. And once the criteria are set, then we can easily evaluate the training program on these parameters, because these are supposed to be the important ones through which data has been collected, and based on analysis of those data, we can predict that these are the set evaluation criteria for a particular training program which a number of employees or trainees have gone through. Now, arranging structured interview, thereafter administering oral and written tests to know how far they have learned. Obviously, orally also things can be asked. It can be a kind of feedback. Then written test also gives an idea that what are the important things from the perspective of a trainer, and we can come to know that how far they have learned, what kind of learning has taken place. So through all these measures, the collection of all these data will give us the required information to base our evaluation criteria. And once all these data is collected, analyzed, then we can put on in a number-wise fashion that these are the 10, let's say, main basic points from the perspective of a trainee, that which are important in order to evaluate the training. That if these, let's say, these evaluating criteria are met, then we can say that the training has been effective enough for the trainees, right? So this collection of data through these sources and through these methods is also very important. And then measuring levels of productivity wastage. Productivity, obviously, that can be measured, and that will be reflective of the training. Then wastage control, that is also because it saves the cost. Then effective management of the cost of production, that is also then. Less number of absenteeism, that is indicative that people are taking interest in their job because they are well trained and they know their job and how to execute it in the required manner. Then employees turnover after training. Turnover rate is the how many people are coming up and leaving the organization. So that rate is indicative that if the turnover rate is less, it means that people are taking interest, they want to stay put in the organization and contribute their best for the organization. Then training comments and reaction during training period. Trainers' comments are also obviously feedback is from the trainers while they are undertaking a particular training program. That is also very important because through this we can get a direct feedback from the trainer who is interacting with the participants to know how to make the training more effective and how to, from his point of view, should be the evaluation criteria for a particular program. So trainers' comments and reactions are very important because he is the person, he is the man who is undertaking the job of imparting the training, and through his interaction, through his comment, we can determine the evaluation criteria for the training program. Then Fourth is your analyzing of data. Collected data should be tabulated and analyzed to interpret the impact of training on various aspects, which we have already discussed, and consequently is effectiveness. जब डेटा को पूरा हम एनालाइज कर लेंगे, उसके बाद हम इवैल्यूएशन क्राइटेरिया जब हम सेट कर लेंगे, उसके बाद देयर आफ्टर वी कैन से, वी कैन जज, वी कैन इवैल्यूएट द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. And lastly, the following up, that is the analysis of data, would help in identifying the possible cause for a difference between the expected outcome and the actual outcome. ये जितना डेटा हम करेक्ट करेंगे, एनालाइज करेंगे, और जो क्राइटेरिया, जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हमने सेट करे थे फॉर द ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम, so those are the standard ones and the actual ones. Through the collection of the data, when we compare the actual with the standard, then we get a graphic idea that what are the lacunas, what are the shortcomings. They should serve as a basis of taking precautions in designing and implementing future training programs. तो ये एक तरह से इवैल्यूएटिंग क्राइटेरिया को जज करते हुए जो इवैल्यूएटिंग क्राइटेरिया फ्यूचर में हम सेट करेंगे, वो इसका बेसिस आधार बन पाएगा. The outcome should be shared with the trainer, trainee as well as others, as a training program should justify the time, money and effort invested by the organization in the training program. Ultimately, there is a lot of investment in terms of money, resources, so naturally the return should be good enough. So evaluating criteria, once set, they become, you can say, pillars. They becomes the benchmarks through which we can adjudge and ascertain the efficacy, the effectiveness of our training program. Right? And they are shared with everybody so that everybody comes to know about it and everybody manages their own aspect in an effective manner in order to make the training program overall effective. Right? So we will end over here. We will further continue in our next lecture.